You're listening to the baddest show on the planet. Get your money right, get your game right, and everything in between. This is the Bad Hombre Podcast.
Stand up.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So I feel like there's a lot of people there that are so caught up on praying, but they do nothing actionable. They don't do any actionable things. And when the things that they pray for come to fruition, they like to take all the credit. But when those things don't come to fruition, they blame the person because they say, well, I'll pray for him, but like he's so lost, you know. But if he wins, it's like I pray for him and I'm happy my prayers came true. So sometimes I feel like, especially for parents that all they do is pray and they don't do anything else, I feel like it's a cop-out mechanism because that's all they do. So they can't miss, they can't be wrong because they prayed. The thoughts and prayers thing bothers me a lot because people are capable or doing things that are tangible, but they sit behind the thoughts and prayers. And I just think that's just for them to make themselves feel better, not to really help the other person. I mean, I'm being judgmental. But if you have the resources, capacity, time to do something for a human being and you resort to thoughts and prayers, I don't think you're that much good of a person, or I don't think you're being that useful.
Yeah.
And actually, I think you're being disrespectful to God, because if God put you in a position where you could make an impact and you don't, and you take that responsibility to give it back to him, it's like, well, God could say, well, I gave you those things to help you. That's why I put you in front of that person. That's why I put that homeless man in front of you. Not for you to send it back to me to take care of him. It's like, I put this homeless man in front of you and I gave you all these resources and time to be able to help him. Why are you just thoughts and praying him and sending him back to me where I made you capable? You know? So that's my beef with, not Christianity, that's my beef with some of the people that, the thoughts and prayer people that like to take the credit.
Well, Mai, it sounds like that's a very specific case, Mai, because you're using, that's a very specific case in the sense that you're saying like the poor person and the person being able to help. But here's what I would say, like, for one, there's, again, I go back to the point I was trying to make earlier. God is not a genie in a bottle. And so oftentimes people misinterpret what prayer should be for. Prayer is not a list of things that we want. Can I pray for someone else? Of course. But prayer in itself is not, God, give me this, give me this, give me this. Bless this person, bless this person, bless this person. Excuse me. If you're lacking intent and if you're lacking action, like you said, that's why it's important to pray for God's will to be done. You know, when the disciples of Jesus were saying, teach us how to pray, he said, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Holy be your name first. Glorified be your name first. Let your will be done. Right? Because God can use us in many different ways. And so if you're a person who lacks action, you have to pray for that. You have to say, God, teach me the way. Show me the next step. Show me what to do next, because I myself don't know how to do it. And you cannot undermine God and what he can do for you. When you pray.
It's just like, let's say it's the World Cup final and it's Argentina versus Germany. Yeah. And I'm praying for Argentina to win, and Argentina wins. And I'm like, it's my prayers.
Yeah.
So I feel like that happens obviously at different levels, but yeah, it's the one thing that I'm like, it's not a problem against Christianity. It's a problem about that approach that people take the credit. Yeah. So having the capability of being actionable.
Well, I think, like when you said Argentina won and you said it was my prayer, that's a sign to me of immaturity. Right? Because you're not mature in the sense, biblically speaking, to give credit to the one who credit is due. But you also have to understand that, again, prayer is not a list of things it's not a list of wants and needs. It's that is not the purpose of prayer. The purpose of prayer, it really truly is to glorify God's name, to draw closer to Him, so that God can therefore continue to transform everything around you.
But what do you say to those people, though, that, just to wrap things up, what do you say to those people that have the capability of making an impact in the world, but they don't because they feel like praying is everything? But it's like, you have so much capability. You are able to speak. People listen to you. Mm-hmm. You have skills. You have resources. You have all of these things. Are you going to settle for just praying when you could do a lot more to bring, to make a bigger change? Mm-hmm. So what do you say to those people?
Maya, I'm going to give you an answer you're probably not going to like, because I'm not going to answer it directly. God is capable of using you to great extents. You look at, for example, Christianity. It started with one person, Jesus Christ, and look what it's now. Right? You started with 12 disciples. Look what it's now. So anybody, God can use you for His glory in amazing ways. So everybody's capable. Everybody has the same resources.
So dark, can't see a thing. I hear a song of the broken beat. Give me nickel, give me dime, give me dollar, I'll give